Bob Filner saw this tragedy coming. During his 2010 re-election bid, Democratic Congressman Bob Filner of California faced the vitriolic political rhetoric many have blamed for Jared Loughner's actions on Saturday. Here was the scene as Filner tried to exit Golden Hall, San Diego's election headquarters, just after he defeated Tea Party Republican Nick Popedich by a 20-point margin. Popedich led his supporters in a hate-filled rant against Filner. You'll recognize Popedich as the man with the eye patch. Bob Filner, like Gabrielle Giffords, is Jewish. According to the Southwestern College Sun, one Popedich supporter spat at Filner and another punched a member of Filner's camp in the face. Popedich stood nearby, smiling. Joining me now, Congressman Bob Filner. Congressman, this weekend, when you saw what happened to Gabrielle Giffords, who you know well, you also know to be Jewish like yourself. You discover as the evidence unfolds that Mein Kampf is one of the shooter's favorite books. There had to be a feeling of this was coming.
To me, I thought this was inevitable, Lawrence, and I had been active in the civil rights movement in the 50s and 60s. I've been in mobs. I've been beaten up. And these people were intent on violence. You didn't hear the words about anti-Semitic comments there, but only the intervention of police rescued me at that point. And my son and my granddaughter were scared to death. They were in the audience there just trembling. I went back to my civil rights roots to figure out how I would, lay down and curl up. But the next day, Lawrence, and also right after Gabby's shooting, there were blogs to say that clearly politics doesn't work for us because Filner, the sneaky Jewish guy, obviously defrauded us, and we have to go to violence. And here's some AK-47s. Here's how you do sniper work. And that was repeated a couple days ago with when they said that this is the start of the revolution, the shooting of Gabby Giffords. So this is not an isolated incident. And everybody who tries to put it off on a deranged individual, I think that's a political statement in and of itself, because they are absolving themselves of the responsibility of their words and their actions.
A white supremacist who was part of the crowd that you faced that election night posted online this comment about Jared Loughner. I'm sure he was justified, and I am enjoying this moment because this is how a revolution begins, people, and it's funny. I'm going to celebrate. Have you increased your security after this past weekend?
Well, over 500 of us in the Congress do not have any security. There's nothing to increase. Only the leadership of the House and the Senate and both parties have security. And I think that's the way we want it. We know that the incredible genius of American democracy is that we are able to be with our constituents, that we could talk to them, listen. They could literally touch us. And I don't think any of us want to be in fear of that. We will be more intelligent. We've been in touch with our local police who will be aware of our movements. But, I think we have to put the fear in the back of our mind. I mean, when I was involved in the civil rights movement, I said, I can get killed here, but that you can't let that you just can't let that paralyze you, because you would not do anything. And as we say in another context, the terrorists would have won. So we're going to go about our business a little bit more smarter, maybe a little bit more aware, and with the authorities knowing where we are. But I think we have to keep our openness in this society, because that's what makes us so great.
I have to get your reaction to Sarah Palin's use of the term blood libel today.
Well, you know, it's all been said. You know, she's trying to take herself as the victim. And, you know, I recall, Lawrence, Chief Justice Holmes saying, I don't know, 50, 60 years ago, that there's a limit of free speech. You cannot yell fire in a crowded theater. Well, I say to Ms. Palin, you cannot yell ready, aim, fire in a crowded political environment. And she could have taken the advantage of this podium, as you described it tonight, and said, you know, I'm going to ratchet down my rhetoric. And that's what I've learned. And I think we all have to do that. I do, Sarah does, everybody. We have to take a deep breath and back off a little bit.
Congressman, that will be the last word tonight. Congressman Bob Filner of California, thanks for joining us.